Yo, what's up, man? I'm back again. Um, doing another video. It's the same night, so this is the second video I did. But again, I'm mad tired. You can probably see it on my face, but I'm gonna go ahead and you know do this as well because it's like sometimes you get ideas about stuff and then they're like fresh in your mind, and then if you don't jump, upon the opportunity when the idea kind of hits you, it's really easy to forget. I forget so much stuff, but probably because of my age, but who knows. But anyway, so I'm gonna do a couple different things, actually five different things along this topic. So basically, there's a lot of other things I could do too, but I'll just do these five, which is actually a lot for one video, so I won't talk too long on them. The topic is things that people who think they have game do, but you really don't have game. But a lot of dudes, it's just it's such a misconstrued and widely used, misappropriated, you know, widely used term game is, but only the cats that got game really know what it is. I mean, chicks know too because they could recognize when a dude got game, but there's a lot of dudes out here that think they had game, but here's like five things, And like I said, every video I have is not going to be five times, three ways, but I'm just going to do this because it's just easy and kind of helps me stay on track. But yeah, I'll just list and kind of go over these five things. Um, So the first thing I'm gonna talk about that dudes who think they have game that really don't have game do is lie to women. Man, I'm telling you, look, every time I give an example, I'll do my best to use myself as an example. I use myself as an example in this one for sure. Um, Lying to women is not the move, man. Not at all. Cats are like, oh, I gotta lie to get what I want. You're gonna reap what you sow, man. And then you gotta realize this too is so many guys lie to women that y'all don't even realize women know a lot of times when you're lying to them because they're used to being lied to. Because all the guys that have lied to them, they're used to it. That's why it's a situation when you don't lie to a woman. To a woman. A lot of women are like, wow, they're almost surprised. They're like, hold on, he's not gonna lie to me, believe it or not. They're so used to dudes lying to them. But the point, regardless of whether women are used to getting lied to or not, is don't do it. Because women don't like to be deceived. I mean, sometimes a woman will say a lot to me about stuff, but it's just something stupid, like, I don't know, her hair or something like that. But I don't even do that. I don't lie to women at all. The girl I was with just recently, the last relationship, she would tell me things, T, lie to me. And I'd be like, no. And I'd be like, I don't lie to women anymore. I'm not even going to lie to you about something that you think is going to be flattering. I'm not doing it. But when you lie, man, it's just, it don't work out. Like I said, women don't like to be deceived. So when you lie to women, they look at it as you being deceitful. And they don't like that. Women respond very unfavorably to being lied to. Once they find out you lied to them, it just crushes all your credibility with her and her respect for you. Um, I don't know, I may have mentioned her before in a video, but there was a girl I was with, and yeah, I did mention this in one of the other videos I did. She told me that the sexiest thing about me was my honesty. And I kind of got irritated because I was just like, what? But then I understood what she meant, and I'm like, oh. But also, it was like a double lesson to me because when she said that, it helped me realize just how much honesty matters to women. Women are indirect and they might not always be forthright or forthcoming, and sometimes they just might straight out lie to you. But you have to understand that being a man, women are going to be women, and as long as it's not anything, where she's betraying you or disrespecting you, sometimes you have to kind of just look at the context of the situation and figure out what's up. Especially if it's a woman that you've been down with for a long time, Sometimes women lie because they're insecurities, they're scared or whatever. And then a lot of times guys will lie to women because they're like, women lie, but you're not a woman. We're men. We don't do woman things. So don't do it. Last thing I'll say about lying is this. I lied to women for years and I use it as a way to get what I wanted out of situations. But I tell you what, when everything hit the fan, man, when all the ish hit the fan, for me, it was bad. I was in two different relationships with two different women, plus had other women I was juggling. When the two women that I was in relationships with found out about each other, and it was a lot of things, man. Women, that's the thing, like, because women kind of a lot of times they'll get an inkling about something, and then they're like detectives. So I'll detail that situation in another video, but I'm just gonna tell you, When the two women I was in relationships with found out about each other and found out that I was with both, two, one found out I was with the other, man, it got so bad, bro. Everything got bad. And like I said, I'll detail the situation, but trust me, that was really the me. I just say I fell on my ass in 2016 because I did. But when that happened, man, it was an extremely humbling experience. And I'm lucky that I didn't get hurt or anything out of it because I was dealing with two very livid women, almost to the point where they were almost crazy. They were so livid and just, psycho almost. One of the girls was like, I'm gonna kill myself, and I didn't believe her until she showed me that she was really gonna possibly do it, and that was something that could really, possibly happen. It got crazy, but all that just because I was lying. So I'm telling you, man, it's not the way, just be honest. You know what I'm saying? You be honest with women and they'll respect you more. Even if they don't like you, they're going to respect you more. And then when you're honest, it's going to be a segue to other things coming out of it anyway. So don't do it. Don't lie, man. Trust me. I mean, other times, another video, I'll talk more about it. But I'm telling you, man, don't do it. You might think, well, I got to don't do it. You don't got to tell your girl every single thing. You don't tell anybody every single thing. You don't be like, okay, I'm on the way. And then when you're on the way, I'm turning left, I'm walking, I'm moving forward. You don't, it's goofy. You know the deal. You know what I mean when I say don't lie to women. Don't lie about the things that they're looking to hear from you, about or in regards to the situation. If it's relevant to the situation, don't lie about it. So, okay. The second thing that dudes who think they have game but really have no game do is they think they can make a woman like them. A woman either likes you or she doesn't. I used to think that I could make a woman like me. You think, yeah, I got game, all this and all that, but you really don't. You know, a woman will like you, and she'll just most of the time be waiting for you to basically get the ball rolling for y'all to basically make something happen. And that's another thing. You think you got game, and you didn't do anything except finally come over like she been like, if this fool don't come over in the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna leave, right? But a lot of times a woman is waiting for you to come and get at her, you know what I'm saying? And you thinking, yeah, I got all this game. You don't. She was already like waiting. She's sitting there waiting like, so you're thinking that you got so much game because your game pulled her, but it didn't. And you're thinking you got so much game that you made her like you when she already liked you and you didn't pull anything. She was like just wondering, I hope this dude comes over and talks to me because if not, then the situation going to be a bust. So you can't make a woman like you the same way that dudes don't get along. Women are people, and they're attracted to different things. Like for example, I'll just give you one example. There's this lady I know, and she told me, and this is where men and women are different. Men know what we're attracted to. We like a woman's endowments and their temperament and stuff like that. But women are attracted to stuff like that, but they're also attracted to things that don't even make any sense. This girl told me one time. She said, "It doesn't matter anything about the man, how much money he has, how good he looks, nothing. The first thing she looks at with any man are his teeth." She's like, if I see a man and he basically, as they say, check all the boxes, but his teeth are jerked, jacked up, she's like, I can't. I just can't. And she like super adamant, like, I will not deal with a man with messed up teeth. She's like, it's just the most gross, disgusting, horrible thing to me. Cause she's like, I look at his teeth and then I take so much from just his teeth. That's why she's like, every man I deal with, that's the number one thing I look at are his teeth. So you're thinking you got everything all together, and this girl totally writes you off, and you're thinking, oh, she must think I'm ugly or she just doesn't like me. But it's something as small as your teeth. So, but she just might not like you, you know. You might have jacked up teeth too, but she just might not like you. But you can't make women like you. You can't be like, let me do these, hop on one leg and, then do two cartwheels and spin around and point at her, then she's gonna like me. It don't work like that, man. Trust me. And like I said, I had to learn that too. You know, I mean, this and that dynamics of dealing with different individuals. Some individuals like some individuals, and some don't like other individuals. It really is that simple. I mean, you can try and fool yourself into thinking anything else, but that really is how it works. The other one, the third one is dudes who think they have game but really don't have game do is they try to impress women. It's the stupidest thing ever, man. Again, I used to try to impress women. telling them about stuff that they can. Women don't care about your car. They don't care about your jewels. I mean, they might be like, oh, this is interesting, but it doesn't grab women to the point where they like you. And a lot of times women don't care anyway. They're more interested in talking about themselves or something that concerns them. But your Ducati, or your Lambo, you know what I'm saying? Or your boat, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about your private jet. They may want to go on it because it's a neat experience, but they're just going, okay, bye. They don't, you're not like, well, let me say this thing to a woman and impress her and then she's going to like me. You're, you're, you are ridiculously um, mistaken if you think that you can impress a woman. You can't. You know how you impress a woman? Just identify with exactly who you are and then exude that in everything that you do, which is just be yourself. I used to always say when I was young, even before I really got heavy in the game, you kind of dabble in trying to thinking that you have game. But one of the things I noticed early on, before I really kind of matured in game and understanding what direction I should go in, is that the best game is just to be yourself. Like I learned that. I mean, I was like 17, 18, realizing that the best, my best way to mac a chick is just to be myself. And I was a weird dude. I'm a skateboarder. I'm a, kind of nerdy dude with glasses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like a weird hybrid. And a lot of people didn't really understand me and how I was, but I always knew that that was who I was and who I just knew myself, and so I never tried to change that or forsake that, and that was the best way for me to get chicks when I started to get them. Because I didn't really get chicks a lot when I was young. I was kind of a late bloomer, but I did learn that though the best way to mac the best game is just to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just be, and everything else will happen as it should from there. Um, the other one's kind of along the same lines, but another thing that dudes who don't have game, that think they have game, and they think is using game is what they do is thinking that they have to be someone or something in order to impress women or in order to get women. Oh, you got to be a jerk. Women like assholes. Women like jerks. Stupid. Women don't like jerks and women don't like assholes and women don't like people who don't. It's dumb. Women don't like when you basically meet them in like 10 seconds into meeting them, you fall and you're down on one knee and you're like, I'm gonna give you the world. She don't like that. She wants to feel, like she did something to get into your good graces. Women really do like that. They don't want you to just give them the world. So my point is though, being a jerk is not what pulls you. Even I had a woman tell me this before. I wasn't trying to do it though, but she told me that. She's like, "You're so aloof," and a lot of dudes think that being aloof is also another way to get women. She was frustrated with me. She wasn't like, "Oh, I love how aloof you are." She liked me, and I was getting tired of her, and I was trying to figure out. This is when I was kind of. This is also when I was hella infancy and game. I didn't really understand stuff about game. I liked the girl at first, but once I started kicking that with her, I realized how clingy she was, and I was just like, I gotta get rid of this girl. And it was really not easy to get rid of her. But nonetheless, yeah, she told me you're just so aloof. She was making an excuse for my behavior. I was trying to get her to get sick of me and leave, but she wouldn't. But I'm saying being a jerk, being aloof, being difficult, women don't like that. I mean, they don't like when you are constantly clingy either. No, nobody likes when I don't even like when my boys are clingy. I don't like anybody to be clingy. I mean, I don't like when my kids are clingy. Nobody likes that. But and women don't like it either. But yeah, women they don't say, "Oh, he's aloof. I like him more." Don't work like that. So just again, like I said in the thing about trying to impress a woman, just be yourself. You know, that's exactly who women want you to be, yourself. And then the last thing is that dudes who don't have game, that think they have game, do is they think that the money that they have is gonna make women like them. Dude, women don't care about your money. And if they care about your money, then they just care about your money. You know? I mean, everybody likes money, women included. Women are no different. They like to be able to buy stuff, and but they don't see money like the girl on next Friday when she, uh, what is it? Cube's uncle's girlfriend was like, "Coochie, money make the coochie go woo woo." I mean, money really doesn't make the coochie go woo woo. Money just makes her excited, and money will make it to where she, yeah, it makes the coochie go woo woo. You know what I'm saying? To where you're a trick in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? And if you're tricking, cool. But I mean, I'll say this, and I'll do a video on it too. Tricking ain't macking, and tricking ain't being a player. Tricking is tricking. And if that's what you do, then do it. But don't try to conflate tricking with macking or being a player or having game, because it's none of those. So anyway, money don't make women like you. It just makes women want to be, have access to money. Getting a girl to like you or a girl liking you is just something that happens. And it happens when you're more you, when you're honestly you, when you're not trying to be anything but you. So, anyway, all right. So that was just 5 things I went through. I mean, maybe a bit convoluted, but whatever. I mean, I touched upon them, and it's 5 different things. And again, you'll see a lot of crossover between a lot of the themes that a lot of us talk about, not just me. Again, you see a lot of recurring themes that will touch upon each other, but it's just because it's all related anyway. So, um, yeah, I guess that's it. Um, like I always say, man, be the man because you are the man. All right, peace.